Edison and Arthur want to invite you to the first Micro Monday of Season 3. And we're going to take a look at something I got in the mail that would go great with your Microman action figures. So what I decided to do is I'm going to start doing all my 3 3/4 stuff on Micro Monday. Because the greatest and the first, honestly, like I know Adventure People were first. But I'm pretty sure Microman was the very first awesome. I love Adventure People, they're awesome. First awesome action figures in the 3 3/4 scale. And quite possibly it is debatable whether or not, since Microman started in Japan, maybe they did come out before Adventure People. Let me put it this way, they were the first with the O-ring design and all the other cool features that were adopted by your favorites. Now, I used to have one of these, and I don't know if I still do, but I'm like, I know I got rid of a lot of my Playmobil because I thought it was too childish, but there's some that I just can't not love. Like, I love them so much, and this is one of them. So I did get this a while back on eBay. Alright, let me see if I got any other pieces in there. I got a cat probably going to pounce on me in a minute, So I don't remember if the pieces I saw in this set were the ones, I think they had a few extra ones on here that weren't with the original set. So this is the Playmobil, and I forgot what these things are called, but I will probably put it in the title. They're very popular in Europe. I had a French pen pal in which she sent me a picture from Europe of where she was at for, like, I don't know, Rio something. There was a bunch of these on the beach. I said they were like cabayas or something. Cabañas, something like that. 2004, yep. I bought my first one of these off of eBay a long time ago. So it does come with seashells originally. It comes with a child and her mom, although they're completely different colors, but whatever. That would be like my dad's color and my color. Snorkel set, fins. So we'll see if that stuff's actually in here. Mine. Snorks. And there are some play pieces. All right, so all I care about is honestly this piece right here. This, and I do need to clean it up. I just realized there's some, looks like cat hair and some crayon marks, or maybe some food leftovers from somebody playing with it with food. Guys, if you're gonna sell stuff on eBay, it would behoove you to clean it up. Now, in the real ones, this comes out, and I don't remember, she said something about you have to rent these things in real life on the beaches, and I think this comes out to either make it like into like a futon thing or something, but on this toy it doesn't. So yeah, this is not a stretch of the imagination that these will fit. So it's not like a tighter fit like the spaceship that I have. I freaking love that thing. I hope I can find it, because I know I didn't get rid of that. That's one thing I definitely will not get rid of. It looks like the Delta Flyer from Star Trek. So even though the femur on our Microman figures is proportionally too short, because your femur is your longest bone, but it seems like on most action figures they make the femur smaller than the tibulas, or what is that called down the lower leg. That makes his seating disposition more like that of a child. So he's actually a little bit small for this, to be honest with you. And I will try to, in the future, include more like 4-inch figures, so you can get, for those people who are more into the bigger 1/18 scale figures. So, Arthur and Edison are hanging out at the beach. All right, so let's see if we got all the pieces to this. We got the Playmobil boat that you can play with in the water. And I do remember there was an island playset that had something like this. I had it one time. We got both of the birds. And the birds, of course, can do all kinds of cool things. They got a little place where they can be pegged in on something. Not on this. There's no peg holes on this. They're a little bit dirty too. So we got the two pelicans. Oh my God, my brain. I mean, I see them all the time. I can't think what they're called. Seagulls. I was thinking pipers, because pipers have longer noses, or longer beaks. All right, here's the little kid. His name is Robbie, and he's got the little dolphin on there, which is adorable. I love that dolphin. It looks like flipper, faster than light. They put his body on backwards. I just noticed that. How they did that, I don't know. Wait a minute. There's no way you can put your body on backwards. It's the legs. Okay. I'm about to say that because the legs. All right, whatever. So there we go. So there he is sitting down. There he is standing up with his flippers on. Here's his snorkel. I don't see the face mask part. I swear I saw it 5 minutes ago. I have a cat about to jump up here, I bet. Nope, he went right by me. So there's some pieces missing. Like, I don't see the... There's a different set of glasses which did not come with this set. So I guess they substituted this in thinking, they'll never know, for a snorkel and mask. And we got, I don't think these will even go on him. I think these go on something totally other. Like these go on a helmet for a flight person, I think. So I think the person who sold this just kind of threw things together. Here's an old-fashioned video camera from around that era. And here is the female. It says son. So I figured she would have mom and he would have son on him. But I guess his name is Robbie, and she's saying, son, come here, son. All right, she's got a really nice, brilliant tan. Her hands, she's got posability like this. If you've never had a Playmobil figure, I'm not a big fan of the figures. The wrist goes around and the feet go up. And she's supposed to have, she's supposed to have jewelry and some other things. And we can't put real seashells with them. I got a bunch of seashells right over there in my car and on the front porch and around the porch and all that other stuff. But here's a little, actually this is a conch, not a whelk. Whelks and conchs, people get them mixed up. Conchs are more round like a bee, and whelks are more like a tornado or hurricane kind of thing looking. All right, so we're missing the net, the little blue thing to scoop them up. We're missing the pink things. She does have her little bow in her hair. All right, so she could be like, hey, big boy, picking up the boys. All right, so we have not all of the seashells. Evidently, there was originally 8 seashells. And the bucket, this supposed to have a green top. It doesn't. And, I knew this going into it. I mean, I knew there was some pieces missing. There's the water jug, the bucket, and this piece. So all the orange pieces are there. All we're missing of the green pieces is the piece that connects the top of the bucket. And then we're missing the blue net. I'm not concerned about it. And we're missing the green snorkels, and they put this in instead, which can't really use it. Trying to see if Arthur can wear it. Let's see if no, sorry, this is Arthur. I was trying to think Edison. There we go. Arthur's wearing it. Look who came up here. Tom, you have to get attention all the time. You are a spoiled little baby. You know that? Spoiled baby. All right. So let's look at these in comparison to the lady. All right, so Arthur, you notice, has a smaller bulk to his body, but that's because this is from the Secret Breasters line. And I don't know if the gimmick still works, but if you could either warm up or cool down to change his breast, his color right there. I like how they're more earthen tones. I really dig that about them. And he had a backpack that would light up his chest. So, close. That's why these work so much better than bigger figures. Although for that could probably go for a bigger figure. I just didn't bring one out here. And this is, of course, Super Edison, who's got the less ball joints and more, like, hinges and swivels, like in the arms. And he did not have a light-up feature. He had the magnetic feet. He has magnetic feet, and he has holes in his feet. I think he came with a weapon that, okay, you're sitting on this. He was sitting on this. I didn't want him to, I don't know. All right, so this is the first of season 3 of Microman Monday, or is it Micro Monday or Microman Day? Which one do you think? All right, comment below.